I think the piece that can separate people sometimes is how carefully they listen.
But what do you think does it mean to sing well? What kind of, are there any kind of objective assessments we can put on that term? You can sing well now, not just you can hold a tune, but you can sing well.
So, no, I'm right now just interested in what I would consider one of the foundational aspects of good singing, which is to be accurate. Now, there are famous singers who aren't necessarily super accurate, right? Because there's also style, and character in voices and things like that. So when you say what is a good singer, I think the challenge there is that's very contextual. It really depends on the style. Somebody who's seen as a good singer in jazz would be seen as a horrible singer in opera. Somebody who's, Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones is certainly seen as a good singer, but if he were even singing certain kinds of, certainly classical music, but even certain kinds of folk music, he might not be seen as particularly good. His diction isn't good, whatever, but he's the Rolling Stones, so it's very, very contextual. I think that the piece, in addition to accuracy, I think the piece that can separate people sometimes is how carefully they listen to what they're trying to sing in terms of style. One of the things I notice with teenagers working with choir students is that when many of them go to sing a popular song, something that they've heard on the radio, it's clear that they haven't really listened for style, right? And the same, I always encourage people who are studying classical voice. I'm like, well, how many people have you listened to sing this song? Have you gone, and now we have such resources online. Have you heard, if a woman is singing a Baroque aria, have you listened to Ellie Ameling sing it? Have you listened to somebody famous sing this? And more often than not, they say, no, I haven't really. I've just been learning the notes. It's like, no, when you talk to somebody who does jazz music or rock music, the first thing that they'll talk about is who they've listened to, who they're influenced by, all this sort of, it's all about listening and style. So I think that's not part of my research, but as a teacher, something that I noticed that I think is a big part of becoming a, quote, good singer, is really understanding style and adapting your voice to different styles.
Yeah.
But accuracy, to me, like you said, accuracy is one of those foundational things that if you don't have that, people tend to dismiss you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.